Okay, number 4, knowledge of materials and fabrics. You need to know about fabric textures, the knowledge of how fabric behaves, the durability. You see, many fashion designers, I notice that they make some mistakes. Chief of them is not having adequate knowledge with fabrics. You know, a client may bring a style, or you see a style online on Instagram, and that particular style is draped, maybe with chiffon or with charmeuse satin or something, and then just because you like the style, you have poplin at home, or you have, taffeta at home, and you use it to create the same style, definitely you're not going to get the same results. The flow of chiffon, even in drapes, is different from taffeta, because the texture is not the same. Even on velvet, this velvet I'm wearing is premium royal velvet. Is different from stretch velvet, and their drapes are different. So knowledge of fabric textures, your patterns, your grains are very, very important. Strong sewing skills, I cannot overemphasize strong sewing skills. You want to bring your pattern to life in the part of the world where I live. You need to, be a multitasker. Your strong sewing skills are very important. You can learn. Nothing is difficult if you set your mind to learn. Drawing and sketching skills are important. You have an idea is coming to your mind, sketch it onto your journal, onto your mood board, onto your phone, onto your iPad. Sketch it. And as you sketch it, you begin to make your, additions, the kind of fabric, you begin to give it color, begin to give it life, They are very, very important. I mean, I don't want to discourage you, but these are skills that will help you to go a long way in your fashion career. So, I mean, what are the advantages? I won't be doing this video if I have not benefited from fashion design. Definitely, if I hated fashion design, if fashion design has never helped me, has never empowered, I will not do this video. But I'm doing this video because fashion design has played a huge role in my life. I have been able to mentor a lot of people as a result of being an instructor in fashion design across all ages. I've taught as little as age 5 in fashion design up until even age 70, age 65. So fashion cuts across all ages. You just have to know which particular aspects will come to that later. So what are the advantages? You see, there's this fulfillment that comes from creating something from scratch. That fulfillment, that joy when you put it on, or when your client wears your design and everybody gives a compliment, they do the photo shoot and they say, it's that wow effect. It's that fulfillment is there. Apart from that, because fashion can be just like a hobby, but you can step it up into a business. You can start your own business. You can be self-employed. For instance, I'm a mom of 3 wonderful boys. I can shuttle between my business and taking care of them. You can be self-employed. You don't have to report to anyone. You can grow your creative edge. That is one aspect. I mean, I never knew I could do male clothes so well. I didn't know there was something in me that could deliver male clothes. But practice makes perfection. Let us not deceive ourselves. It requires practice. It requires time, and that will come will come to that. So you can grow your creative edge and experiment with a lot of ideas. See, when you are a creative, nothing wastes around you. A little scrap, like I was referring back to my accessories that I've used to decorate the wall behind me. Nothing wastes around you. And once you begin to tap into your creative well, it keeps welling up, it keeps coming out, it keeps growing, it keeps developing until you become an expert. Nobody becomes an expert in a day. So you can help bring clients' ideas and events to life. I have many brides who, they adore me. On the day of their wedding, they don't want to get out of their dresses just because of the feel, just because what they actually envision themselves wearing for their wedding, they are literally wearing it, and the joy is so there. They dance and dance and dance. I even know someone that we literally had to beg her to get out of the dress. She didn't want to get out of that dress because she really loved the dress. So you can help people bring their ideas to life. You can help people bring what they want, their events, their vision. You can bring it to life. And not only for your clients, for other fashion designers as well. Some fashion designers, they have collections to create. I've been opportune to help people bring their collections. They have the sketches, they just give them to me, and I'm able to bring the collections to life for their ready to wear line. So it's a lot. Then you can also be an employer of labor. You can be you can lead a team. You can be an employer of labor. You can bring people in, but there are also disadvantages. It's not all rosy. Being a fashion designer is just not about the dollars, the naira, the income, the joy. There are also the low moments. So what are the low moments? What are the disadvantages? You see, long hours of work to create designs, to meet demands and deadlines. There are always deadlines. One of the things that I decided to do as a fashion designer is never to disappoint. If I'm not going to take that project up from my client, I won't. But once I take it, if I have to remain in the workshop for 3 days consecutively, that has to be delivered, because events don't come twice. We have to understand as fashion designers that it's not all about us. It's about events, and these events are memories for a lifetime. See, when I was about to be married, the fashion designer that wanted to make my husband's suit disappointed, even though it was a date, a week or two ahead. That was the date we gave to him. He disappointed. So people, fashion designers must have integrity. You will likely face harsh criticism. You see, when you are starting, my dear, you will likely, we have some clients that are difficult to please. There's really nothing you do that can please them. We have those kind of Judases among us. It takes time to build reputation. People keep comparing your work to other designers, and the fashion industry and other designers is highly competitive. You have to keep growing, keep learning new styles, keep learning new designs. This one is now the one that is trendy. Can you make it for me? Can you do this? So that then, like I said, you just have to keep learning. You have to keep being in school. And so what are but the advantages far outweighs the disadvantages. The disadvantage far outweighs the disadvantages. What are the attitudes a fashion designer must have? You see, attitude determines altitude. Your behavior, your character determines how far you go in as a fashion designer. What are the attitudes? Some of the ones: diligence, hard work. A lazy person cannot be a fashion designer. Hard work. You have to be diligent. Number 2, you have to be determined. You will meet a lot of crossroads. You will meet a lot of difficulties, challenges on the way, but you have to be determined to succeed, to excel, to be outstanding. Number 3, you have to pay attention to details. You must not be somebody that is quick to shortcuts. If there's a seam that is wrong, you have to take it out. Many fashion designers do not like the seam ripper. You have to take it out. Number 4, you have to ever learning and ever growing. You have to model what you preach. We have to see it on you. You have to model your designs. We have to see it. So what are the attitudes to avoid? Discouragement. Avoid discouragement. Avoid despair. Avoid doubt. Nobody will believe in you more than you. Let me say that again. Nobody will believe in you more than you. That's why you have to design stuff for yourself. Be proud of wherever level you are per time. Avoid doubt. Avoid inconsistency. You are there today, tomorrow you are not there. This and that. So, unreliability, laziness, taking shortcuts. And what are the career opportunities? Because I was saying earlier that it wasn't a high-flying career. But not now. You can take your career to the very top. Apart from making clothes for people, being a garment constructor who measures, who sews, who designs and delivers, you can just be a cutter. You can be a pattern drafter only. You can be a seamstress only into tailoring. You don't want to have any business with cutting. You can go into mass production, the mass market, the ready to wear. You don't have to do made to measure. You see, I don't want to just do your sizes, and create for the mass market. Do you understand? So there's a lot. You can be a fashion merchandiser that just sells fabrics and buys fabrics. You can be a textile designer, a graphic designer. You can be a model. You can be a fashion instructor. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. So there's a lot. Fashion buyer, fashion stylist, There's some people that style the president, that style the first lady. So there's a lot that you can become. The sky is just the limit. It's your attitude of not being satisfied with where you are per time. And I know I'm going to see you at the top. Bye for now.